G'day fam, PokeDad here with some mail. Let's open it up and see what I bought. Oh, it's a whole bunch of goodies. Alright, first obviously we can see some old school stuff in here. I'm actually super excited to open some of these packs up for you. If I can open these up, I can actually show you. Here we go. At least they're packaged extremely well. Shout out to the seller who packaged these boosters. So first little box, we've got these Pokemon stickers. These are actually going to be thrown in for our giveaway at the end of the year. And here we have some Hook glossy movie cards. Now, the reason I bought these is because it's one of my favorite movies. I don't care how old I get. Robin Williams, you did this role amazing. Well done. Let's get into the next box thing. Gotta be careful here now that the packs are right at the end. Jeez, they don't want to come out, do they? Alright, here we go. Alrighty, so for you people out there that remember Widget the World Watcher, I had to get these. I saw them. They're fantastic. If you don't know who Widget the World Watcher is, Google him. It's amazing. There is how you spell it, W-I-D-G-E-T. It was a kids show back in the 90s, and hopefully I can get that on DVD someday. Of course, I can't pass up the chance to get some Power Ranger cards. Now, there's two separate packs here. So one of these, I can't remember which one, is Series 1 and then Series 2. I will open some of these up for you again. And Pokemon packs. I'm unsure whether I want to open these up with my son or if I want to add these into the giveaway, but yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not going to open them up on this video, so drop a comment down below if you'd rather see this in a giveaway or if you'd like to see a little pack battle, I guess. I'm not too sure how these work. There's no hollows or anything in them, I don't think, but it does say find the scratch and sniff if you dare. Okay, maybe these are good for the giveaway. I don't know. Drop a comment. Tell me what you'd rather. These in the giveaway along with the Pokemon stickers, or if I just open them up randomly. So let's get into these. Let me tidy this up a bit. Oh, it's like old CD cases. That's good. That's a good idea. I'll put my widget cards aside. All right. Let's start off with Hook. Now, they are the glossy movie cards. There's a sticker in these. I'm not too sure what I'm actually looking for. I do want a nice standalone portrait of Peter Pan, so we'll just have to see what we get. I wouldn't assume that there is a card trick in these. So these are the back of the cards. Happy landing, Peter. I reckon that's going to be where he just started learning how to fly. Oh, here we go. That's actually a pretty cool picture. So obviously you can get a massive picture out of these. That's pretty cool. So we've got the Once and Future Pan. That's when they're reading the story in the movie. That's pretty cool. Convenient contraption. That's the marble gun. I spit it all at the pirates. The pirates fall over. It's fantastic, this movie. I've got to watch it again. Thud Butt Rebuts. That is when Robin Williams first comes to Neverland. And he finds the Lost Boys and they don't know who he is. Oh, wow. Is this the checklist? No. That's really cool. That might actually get sent in for my old school grading cards. That's cool. All right, sorry, got to keep going. Naturals of Neverland. I don't know why that title is, because that's when they're playing baseball, the Pirates. There's no Lost Boys or anything in that. It's just the Pirates playing baseball, trying to get Peter Pan's kids to fall in love with Hook. Dishing it out. This is one of the best scenes in the movie. It's when all the Lost Boys are having their dinners, but there's actually nothing there. So they're all using their imagination, and it turns out when Peter Pan starts using his imagination, you actually start seeing what they're eating. The Lost Boys lose their mind. It becomes a big food fight. It's a fantastic scene. The scorekeepers. I think this is when they're trying to get Peter Pan to learn how to fly again, or to be a young boy again, and they're doing different games, but I don't quite remember that scene there. This is the one I was talking about. Happy Landings. Yes, so this is where they're trying to make him fly again. So he's wearing all this protective gear and he's jumping off rocks, trying to think happy thoughts, but it may or may not go the right way. You watch the movie and find out. So there's some cool cards in there. I reckon we'll do one more. Okay, so this one at the back is Hook, Hook, Hook. That's going to be a scene where they first introduce Captain Hook. I'm telling you now. Awesome. That's kind of what I was after. So Peter Pan, Robin Hood as Peter Pan. That's when he first learns how to fly again, and he, meets Captain Hook for a fight. No Escape from Destiny. So they've already done the fight. Not too sure where that bit is. I think that's where he falls down a hole, finds out where he used to live as a kid, and then he starts, reminiscing and all the things there. He finds a teddy bear and all that kind of stuff. Finds his happy thoughts. Pan in a jam in a clam. Pan in a jam in a clam. So when he first gets back to Neverland, lands in the water, gets tied up, and then the mermaids save him underwater, put him in a clam, and that's where he ends up finding the Lost Boys when he gets out of that clam. Chip off the old Hook. So that's Peter Pan's son right there. And obviously that's Dustin Hoffman as Hook. And he's trying to convince Peter Pan's kid to stay with him, become a pirate. More so to kind of persuade Peter Pan to come to Hook and have a last fight. Even Hook is touched. I'm 99% sure that's where Peter Pan's daughter is singing because she's homesick. And it's a beautiful song. And all the pirates start hearing it, taking their hats off and just loving the song by her. Oh, we got an upside down here. Seeing the Child Within. That's where he is debating, or telling the kids that he is Peter Pan. This boy over here goes up to him first after their leader tells them not to, and they're pretty much pulling at his skin and looking into him going, "Oh, it is you, Peter." It's quite a cute scene. The Captain in Command. That's where Peter gets to the pirate ship first before he learns how to be Peter Pan again, and he keeps telling them that they're his kids. Captain Hook doesn't believe he doesn't know how to fly, and it's a big row. But this movie is, seriously, guys, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. The Lost Boys Triumphant. Well, I don't think I need to explain that one. They've already had their fight, and obviously the Lost Boys win. But that's a fantastic shot. I might have to keep that one too and grade that. Oh. This, I have not any recollection of that. That must be at the baseball game, but I'm not too sure what that is. Yeah, they've obviously got the cardboard cutouts and it makes a picture of Hook, but I can't remember that happening in the movie either. Well, there you go. There's some fantastic cards from the Hook movie. There's some great cards in there for myself. If you are a fan of it, I highly recommend you find some of these packs. They are not too easy to find these days, but yeah, hit me up if you want. I've got a contact you can get in contact with and get some cards for yourself. So let's do some of these Power Ranger cards. Again, I don't know whether to... Look, I'll pop two aside. I'll pop these two aside. And if I don't pull anything I really love out of these, I'll open these ones. If I do pull something I really love, then I'll add these two to the giveaway as well. So Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. Let's get into it. I'm a big green and red Power Ranger fan. Hopefully Jason David Frank can get him to grade one of my cards that I've got of him. I've got a few of him actually. So if you don't know, Jason David Frank isn't Jason. He's actually Tommy. So there we go. What is that? Oh, Ooze loves you, baby. So that's the big bad guy, obviously, in the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movie. Creepy guy. What's the back of these look like? Cool. So it's just a bit of a blurb about the bad guy. Now that's cool. The girls, the Power Ranger girls. Welcome to Phaedos? That's cool. They just keep spinning these cards around, don't they? Trashed. There you go. So these obviously aren't the original Power Rangers from Series 1. The movie was slightly different as they've changed. Red. No, that's still David Yost, that's fine. So they've got a different red Power Ranger, yellow Power Ranger, and black Power Ranger from the original series. I'm pretty sure these are Series 2 in the TV show. Bird Brain. Another bad guy there. Pretty cool cards. Here we go. Goldar and whoever that fat pig is. Lucky Charms. Goldar was always such a badass. Oh. And here she is. What a babe. So if you're not familiar with Power Rangers, get familiar with Power Rangers. If you were familiar with it, this was your first crush. Drop a comment below if it wasn't, but I know you'd be lying, because look at her. Fantastic woman. Good on ya. I wonder what she's doing these days. Smash. Yeah, let's go one more. I've got that Kimberly card's actually really cool. Not too sure if I grabbed anything I was really excited about. A casting call card of Jason David Frank would be fantastic. Got him again. I opened 2 packs and I've already got doubles. Whoa, okay. There we go. Those are the 2 packs. They're getting added into the giveaway because of that. The power is on this card. That is sick. And it's getting graded. I want to see... You know what? I want all the actors from the movie to sign this card. So if I'm going to tag everyone that I know, I would really like it if you guys could, share this, tag whoever you know may have some kind of contact. If I can get that graded, this would be one of my most treasured cards ever in my collection. That would be a fantastic card to have graded. All these little signatures around here would be cool. Alright, let's see what we can do with this one. I'll pop this over here. There we go. So we got Truth Seeker. I can't really remember the movie too much, so I'm assuming he helps the Power Rangers in some way or discovers the ooze. I think he discovers the ooze, actually. Wow. Look at that. I'm pretty sure that's the Rocky, the Red Ranger, in his ninja getup. That's so cool. That's sick. Oh, another double. Goldar and the pig. What's this? Hyperlock chamber. So that's obviously where ooze comes from. But let's just have a quick squeeze at these awesome pulls that I got out of those. I almost really want to grade. Not grade, I want to open those stickers right now, but I think it'll be more beneficial to give it away to somebody else that has never had the opportunity to open any of these old school Pokemon stickers. Look at that. So those two are probably my favorite from... The only issue is that I really wish that was a proper card. I'm pretty sure this is a sticker. Yeah. So it says peel here in the corner. I should have noticed that. So that's a sticker. I don't know if I should grade that or not, but we'll see. This is a sick card. I really, really, really like that. Essentially just it should have been a checklist really, but just tells you what's in there. There's 99 cards and 11 stickers to collect. The Lost Boys Triumphant. That's really cool. I really think that needs to be in the collection, but it's very off-centered from what I can tell. Here we go. This would be an amazing one to get graded to. And you know what? If I can get in contact with any of the actors that were in the movie, this would be a fantastic one to get signed, graded, and given away to someone that really, really, really did love Kimberly as a Power Ranger. I know I had a crush on her, but at the same time, my favourite Power Ranger is always going to be green. But that would definitely be a giveaway if I'm able to get that signed. If I'm able to get that signed, I'm going to get that graded and do the giveaway for that one. This, if I can get this signed, it's not going anywhere but my hands. So this would be one of my holy grail cards ever because it just looks sick. I've got some other older ones that I'll show you a bit later. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pause here for 2 seconds. I'm going to get the other card, the Power Ranger card, and I'll show you. 1 second. Okay, sorry. So that took a little bit while. So these ones are going to be added to my collection for grading. Let's just move these aside for now. Okay. So just a little bit about myself. Obviously, I started recollecting back in 2018, just a little bit here and there, and I fell in love with everything again. So I've got this awesome Jason David Frank Green Ranger Tommy Power Ranger card on the back. It's not the same card, it's two separates. And then I've got the Red Ranger again. So I really want to get all this stuff signed before I grade it, because it's just one of those things that really shaped me as a kid. I've got this really cool, it's almost like that Hook card, but it's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers card. That'll be another good one to get signed. Look, I can't afford to get everything signed, but anything I can, I will. This is another one, the Black Ranger from the original series. If I'm able to get in contact with anybody that knows that they can sign it, I'm very happy to get that signed, grade it, and also give that away with the Kimberly card too. This isn't going anywhere. This is staying with me. I do want JDFN to sign this one more than almost any of the other cards because it just looks amazing. Green Ranger in all his glory. I might as well go through a little bit more of my grading collection with you just quickly. Another Michael Jordan card. I've already got one, but this one's really cool. It's one of those reprinted autographed cards. Not done by his hand. It was one of those printed autograph cards, but still with his signature. An old school rookie Shaquille O'Neal card. So that was when he was #1 draft pick. That is not on the card. I thought it was, but that's actually on the sleeve. But it's still a really, really cool card. You need to have something of, people that shaped your childhood. Batman from DC Stars pack. Robin, you have to have Robin together, and of course you need to have Alfred. So these are really cool cards. I don't think PSA cases are going to do these ones justice. Same with the Power Ranger ones. I think BGS would be best to go through those because definitely would love to have that with a gold label because of the chest plate. But we'll have to see what happens. This is the Batman design concept. very, very old card. This is when Michael Keaton was the actor back in 1989. One of my favourite cards. I did send him 2 of my all-time favourite cards. Whether they got there or not, I don't know. Whether he's seen them, I have no idea. But, you know, one day if that comes back in the mail, it'll be a highlight of my life. So, Dark Magician, obviously Yu-Gi-Oh! Fantastic card. Not the best condition, but again, I don't care. It's about the memories that these cards hold. Typhlosion, because it's the best starter going around. Don't try to change my mind, you won't. Albino Manatee sent me this amazing Lugia, one of my chase cards. I've never actually held it until he got it for me, so thank you, thank you, thank you. The English Typhlosion. Gold Meiji Cyndaquil. Again, not the best condition, but such a good card, and that on a display case is going to be fantastic. This one's actually just going to go to my son. We got one of the boxes, and this was the best pull. We literally got green codes for every single pack in the box, except for one, and we just pulled one little hollow nothing. So he was a bit upset, but I said I'll grade this for him. And then another, I've got too many centerpiece pieces, so this is a postcard that I really want Jason Page to sign. I have been in contact with him. He is happy to sign it, and I've just got to go through the right channels to do that. I just need to also get the funds. But this will be fantastic to have his signature here, or something written like, I want to be the very best, or whatever he does. I'll leave it up to him, but this is going to be graded as well. Postcard grading, I've never had one before, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing in what I love and what I want to get graded, and my plans for the future for grading. And don't forget, I am going to be having a giveaway at the end of the year. You must be subscribed to this channel. You must be following me on Instagram. You must be doing something. And there will be a reel coming up on YouTube. I'll stick it on Instagram as well, of how to enter. But yeah, there's more than this going in. This is just the start. If you do want to get involved with donating into this giveaway and have your shout outs, be a partner in it, drop me a DM on Instagram and we'll go from there. But apart from that, thanks for the video, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.